Hmm? Huh?
Hey, lady, where are we headed? The sun's going down. Whatever then. I'll just sit here. Could use the shut-eye.
We're here.
We are?
Excuse me, what do you mean we're here?
Yeah, it's the middle of the ocean, lady. Oh, bursting for a piss, too.
Don't you dare pee in my boat. Right there. See it?
That a cruiser? Here it comes.
Listen.
Huh? Okay.
Right now, we're short on faith, but shorter on time. Trusting you is a gamble. For your sake, don't let me regret it.
I'm not sure I get you. But when someone bets big on me, I pay off.
Hope so.
Hey, how about you talk straight with us?
Best place to hide a tree's the forest. Here, we've got something better. We keep precious cargo at sea.
Huh? No kidding.
Lonnie?
Akane-san?
I suppose I should say hello, Itiban Kasuga-san.
Now it makes sense. Hiding out on the ocean. Bryce was scouring the city, but they were never there. And you were the old woman's contact this whole time.
You watch your tongue talking about her. When she was a Palikana volunteer, she did a lot of good for people. You don't want to find out how far I'd go to protect her.
So this is who Bryce is tearing up the island for?
It's okay. Introduce yourself.
Nice to meet you. My name is Lonnie.
My name's Kasuga. Ichiban Kasuga. It's nice to meet you too, Lonnie.
Thank you very much.
Which means... you're Akane-san, aren't you?
That's right. Akane Kishida. I appreciate all you've been through. Just for my and Lonnie's sake. I'm very sorry.
Hey, everything we did was our choice.
Yeah, you got nothing to be sorry for. Besides, you're Kasuga's mother, aren't you? We'd have followed you into hell itself. Your boy here knows how to inspire folks.
I'm so very sorry. How troublesome must it be to have an old woman interrupt your life, claiming to be your mother?
To be honest, it still hasn't sunk in. I'm not really sure how to process all this stuff.
Don't worry. That's a very normal response. Sawashiro-san knew that I was being selfish, reaching out to you. I had to beg him before he'd do it. Still, thank you for finding me. It's good to meet you.
Oh, come on. This is embarrassing. Akane-san. It is okay to call you that, right?
Of course it is.
There's a lot we should probably talk about. But right now, your safety is top priority.
Yeah, now that we're back on land, who knows when Bryce might sniff us out.
Say, Lonnie, have you ever been to Japan?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, Akane-san's gonna take you there, all right? It's colder than it is here, but the food's great.
If we go there, Akane will be safe?
Yeah, Akane-san can rest easy, and you won't have to hide anymore.
It's true. Japan's a nice place.
Okay. Then, let's go.
All right, we should get moving. Thankfully, the Daidoji faction's here. They've got a lot of pull back home.
Daidoji?
Yeah, they can get you and Akane-san to Japan in a snap. That sound okay to you, Akane-san?
Mm-hmm. Kyo-san and I knew that we could only keep hiding for so long. We'll put our faith in you from here on.
Kyo-san? Great name. It suits you. Sorry, we probably should have asked.
Don't wear it out.
All right, I'm gonna make the call. Hold on a second.
Hanawa?
Yeah, he said he could arrange a flight out for us. Let's hope these guys are as good as their word.
Chitose, everything good?
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me.
Yeah, make sure it's ready. We'll bring them by soon.
Hanawa's place is kind of far from here. Think you could get us a ride? The Daidoji safe house is the best spot for Akane-san and Lani right now.
I can get you something sturdy, bulletproof. Driver to go with it, too.
Just say the word. You may not know this, but I was a hell of a getaway driver back in the day.
You may not know this, but I'm a former cop.
How about that? Guess we'll just leave the past in the past for now.
Don't mind if we do.
I've heard that too.
Okay. Say, Akane-san, mind if I ask something? These people, why are they after the two of you?
It's this. It's what Lonnie's carrying.
Huh?
Lonnie, would you show him? It's okay. Kasuga-san's someone you can trust.
A pendant? That's Polykhana's insignia.
It is.
I've seen this before somewhere. Oh! Before! Bryce was wearing one that looked like that. Callan and Dana and the other Polykhana followers. They all dressed pretty similar, but none of them had a pendant quite like this. No wonder it stood out at the time.
This one's unique. It's the sage of Polykhana's birthright. It's been passed down through generations since the Order was founded. A sacred relic. Truly one of a kind.
One of a kind, huh? But that would mean...
Right. Therein lies the problem. You see, I met Lonnie only recently. About 2 weeks ago now, I think. It was late. Close to midnight, best as I recall. The rest of the orphanage staff had gone. The children were all asleep. I'd been catching up on paperwork, staying overtime.
Staying until midnight? I guess you had a lot of responsibility as director.
Thanks for saying so, but it's a rewarding job. Anyway, it was around then I heard a knock on the door. And there she was. Lonnie. In all my time at the orphanage, no one had ever come to us like that. Alone. In the middle of the night.
Lonnie, what brought you to Akane-san's place?
I never had a mom or dad. I grew up with my grandma. But then, Grandma got sick. She went to the hospital. They told us she wouldn't get better.
I'm really sorry.
Grandma said if she had to leave me, she needed to make sure I'd be okay. She gave me this pendant and a letter, and said that in Honolulu, there's a Polycana orphanage I should go to.
What was in the letter?
It's less of a letter, more of a will, but not from Lonnie's grandmother. It's 70 years old, written by Polycana's sage at the time.
Now that's pretty fucking interesting.
What does it say, Akane-san?
I've memorized every word of it. If, in the event of my death, Bryce Fairchild is named Sage of Polycana, his claim must be deemed illegitimate and falsely gained. The rightful sage, as elected by our officers, shall be born only of the Mililani family. To this true successor, I bequeath our most precious heraldry. The Mililani family has one living heir. Lonnie. When she brought that to me, I could scarcely believe it was authentic.
Yeah, I'm sure. The whole time, Bryce must have seemed like a righteous leader. You couldn't have known he was hiding anything.
That's why I fell into his trap. I called Bryce to ask him about it.
You did what came naturally. That letter was way too much to handle on your own. It would have been standard procedure to inform Bryce, I'm sure.
Thank you. But standard or not, it was the worst move I could have made. I got Lonnie something to eat and called Bryce's number. Despite how late it was, Bryce immediately said he'd come over. That was when I started feeling like something was wrong. Bryce got there, acting like usual. Then he saw the pendant and the will. Before I knew it, Lonnie had a gun pointed at her. All I could do was take her hand and run away. But Bryce's men were already after us. We were being hunted. Everyone in Polycana I used to trust turned on us. But somehow, we got to Night Square, where Kyo-san was willing to give us shelter.
You were in my turf from the very start, and I never found you. Ugh, I'll never live this shit down.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Since you and Bryce are enemies, it meant Night Square was safe for them. Wait, didn't Dana say that Akane-san left a letter behind?
With all his resources, I bet the Sage has a forger on payroll.
I guess so. That means the police who gave up looking are probably with Bryce, too. Anyway, if he was ready to kill a little girl just like that, this is the real deal. That night, did he come alone? Maybe he didn't want his people learning the truth. And Now every gang in Hawaii is trying to cover it up. By now, he must be desperate. Hey, Akane-san, what did the will mean about him being illegitimate?
From what I understand, the last sage was killed in a robbery, along with his wife. Bryce claims that the sage entrusted his pendant to him as he was dying. If falsely gained means what I think it might.
Then Bryce might have been behind that robbery, huh? Seems like the last sage saw Bryce for what he was, according to the will. In that case, this pendant's the real thing. And Bryce's must be...
Most likely, a fake. The last sage could have sensed something amiss and switched pendants in advance.
Probably, considering what he wrote down. Now it makes sense. Bryce would do anything to keep that secret. So this Mililani family, what happened?
They must have known the danger they'd face challenging him. Even after so long. Bryce is crazed when it comes to maintaining power.
Seems that way.
And so, the Mililani family abandoned Palakana for their own safety. Lonnie's grandmother had no ties to them. I doubt she even fully knew the pendant's true worth. She may have only thought Palakana would look after Lonnie if she had it in her possession, never realizing the danger it put her in.
This means Lonnie is the real Sage of Palakana, doesn't it?
A child shouldn't have to bear that kind of burden. Palakana has gone this long without her. There's no good reason to involve her now.
You're right. It's all gonna be okay, Lonnie. Sit tight. Let the grown-ups protect you.
The grown-ups. It's really been 45 years. You're older now than Masumi-san was the last time I saw him.
You should have seen me in my prime. Sorry you couldn't.
I should say the same thing to you, but I've always wanted to hold you again. And now, oh, you're much too big for me to pick up.
Yeah, don't want to hurt your back. Thing is, Akane-san, I know you best as the woman Arakawa-san told me about.
Hmm?
How you carried a newborn out of the hospital, doing everything you could to protect it? I mean, that's just amazing.
There was nothing amazing about it. All I did was run for my life. And when I stowed that baby away, I had given up on everything.
Akane-san, look what you're doing right now.
Running with a child. So I am. Some people never learn, do we?
You know, Arakawa-san said to me that of all the women over the years, there was only one. Even if I've only just met you, I can tell why.
Thank you for that.
Eyes on the damn road.
Of course. I'll deliver you safely. I swear on my life, boss.
Right here's good. The Daidoji safe house is just up there.
Hold back a second. Tetsu.
All quiet. Nobody in sight.
Sachi.
Everything looks okay, boss.
Coast is clear. That's all I've got for you.
I appreciate this, Yamai.
It's usually too late for men like us to do right by the people we came from.
It's us. Kasuga and everyone.
I've arranged for a private jet. We're preparing for takeoff now. Another 30 minutes or so. Feel free to rest in the meantime.
Oh, that's posh. Perks of being an evil enterprise, huh?
Well, hardly evil. We simply maintain the status quo. Can't see much of a difference there. Welcome. I'm pleased you're safe. I take it you're Akane-san then. At last, we've searched for some time. I'm moved to confess. I'm curious why my superiors find you so valuable.
Hanawa-san, you have any tact? Could at least try putting him at ease. Let's sit, please.
What's wrong, Chitose-san?
Just now, I saw you trying to call someone.
What are you talking about?
Hold up. Something wrong, Chi-chan?
That's what I'd like to know. Quit playing games, Chitose-san. My phone. May I have it back? Chitose-san.
Hey, Chi-chan.
Listen carefully, Ichiban. He was never the person you thought he was. Akane-san and Lani aren't safe here.
Huh?
Forgive me, please. I'm sorry. He's been blackmailing me all along. I couldn't tell you.
I'm confused. Is this some kind of private joke I don't get? Chi-chan, how could A-chan be blackmailing you? With what?
Your guess is as good as mine. Chitose-san and I just met the other day.
Hey! What are you doing?
He can move his legs just fine. The wheelchair's a goddamn front. Ichiban, think about it. You used to care for someone in a wheelchair. Masato Arakawa, right? He reminds you of him, doesn't he? That was the plan from the beginning. Get in the chair, play on your sympathies.
Wait a second. You're saying A-chan... You're saying his legs work? He can walk?
No. I'd have known. I would have been able to tell. A-chan wasn't... He's not... A-chan?
Oh, look at you. Never been a bigger sucker. Lidocaine, it's called. It's fast-acting, localized anesthetic. At the time, I said, how hard could it be to fake being crippled? Luckily, Ebina-san insisted you'd spot an act.
Ebina? As in, Seiryu clan Ebina?
Yes, yes.
The fuck? Who are you?
Dwight. They know everything. Akane-san and Lani. What? They have to get out of here.
Oh, how disappointing. Chitose Fujinomiya. He never had the heart. Never could see it through. You know what's going to happen now. Your life's not worth shit.
Hey, John. You bastard!
Ichiban, we don't have time. They're already here.
Who are you?
No!
Damn it!
We ho.
Damn it! You bastards!
We have to get her back! Damn it! I'm coming through! I'll sue you! Let's do it!
Okay. Prepare yourself!
You're in it now!
Wasting my time.
Got you now. This ought to help.
Brace yourself! Except I end in peace!
Sure, I'll play with you.
Let's go! Please, another one in the back!
Graham, are you still...
Damn! Lonnie! Damn it! Lonnie! How is everyone?
She's unconscious, but she'll be okay.
It's, not good for them.
Huh?
Hanawa-san and Wong, they were both shot. They're dead.
Damn it all.
No.
Whoa! Hanawa-san!
I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry.
Kiryu-san, it's Kasuga.
What's happened?
Hanawa-san, he's been killed. Wong, too. And Lonnie, Polycana has her. She's gone. Forgive me. Everything. I screwed everything up.
So, Eiji tipped off Dwight about the safe house. And if what he said is true, he's also got ties to Ebina. I have that right.
Yeah.
Then if he knows Dwight, I imagine he knows Bryce by way of association. That means it's Eiji, Bryce of Polycana, and Ebina of the Seiryu clan.
All of them working against us.
How could I let this happen? Everything. It's all my fault. H-chan made a fool of me.
We're dealing with someone who put himself in a wheelchair because he dug up your history with Masato Arakawa. I doubt many people could see through something so devious. So don't put this all on yourself.
Yeah, but Hanawa-san and Wong still died. Akane-san got hurt. Lonnie's still gone. And now we're looking for her all over again.
I know it's a bad situation. We're at rock bottom, and it can't get much worse.
But listen, Kasuga. That's all the more reason to keep your head up. Guys like us, all we can do is swallow the pain and push forward.
Chitose. I still don't have the full story.
You said Eiji was blackmailing you? What did you mean?
I wish I could tell you, but now's hardly the time. The police could be here any minute, and I'd rather be long gone.
That said, I do need to get something off my chest. Kiryu-san. Ichiban.
Yeah?
You've heard of the Tatara channel, yeah? The one that put false accusations on Ichiban and the party, and outed Kiryu-san's existence to the world?
What about it?
The VTuber running the show, Hisoka Tatara. Well, that was me.
What?
I'll demonstrate. What's up, people? Tatara channel coming at ya! Ready for another mind-blowing revelation? 'Cause here it is! The Dragon of Dojima's been spotted in Hawaii!
That voice.
Chi-chan, you're her?
Yeah. And it was Eiji who pointed me at you. You wrote the script, I did the song and dance. Now you know the truth.
I'd say that's pretty damning evidence. Still, I wouldn't have guessed it was Eiji behind all that.
It's just like you said earlier. Eiji's been working with Ebina from the start. Everything he does is under Ebina's orders.
Speaking of, Ebina's starting some kind of garbage storing business with Polycana.
Yeah, I heard it from the man himself. Now I know which parts he left out.
Well, they've all been chasing Akane-san because she's sheltering Lonnie. Apparently, they thought sending Ichiban to Hawaii would help lure them out. And to see that through, Eiji's been keeping tabs on him from the moment they met on the plane. As for me, I was just another pawn in their game.
Chi-chan.
So it's confirmed then. We're up against Bryce, Ebina, and Eiji in the end. Not to mention Sawashiro.
The captain?
Yeah. When Tatara and Ebina outed me, it was right there with them on video.
It's true, Ichiban. You put us through some major shit over here.
No, hang on a sec. You really think that's right?
What do you mean?
I know this might sound crazy, but... Guys, I don't think the captain would put Akane-san in danger.
Huh? Ichiban, you realize who you're talking about? He'll do anything and everything to get ahead, or save his own skin. For instance, wasn't he gonna kill Akane-san just to hide his dirty secret from his boss?
But he held back. Also, it was for the young master. To give his son a better life.
And now that he's lost everything, all he's got left is making good on his debt to Arakawa-san. Think about it. Why else would he let himself get locked up for a murder he didn't commit? There's no way he'd leave Akane-san to the wolves. Not after all this.
You're that sold, huh?
Hurry it up, Ichiban. We need to go, now!
Kiryu-san, when the captain asked me to go to Hawaii, he bowed to me. I know him. Bowing his head to me, of all people, can't be just an act. That's one thing he'd never do. Me meeting Akane-san would help the captain bury one of his last regrets. That has to be why he sent me.
And Sawashiro, you really think Ebina hasn't looped him in on his real plan?
I do.
That's true. Then he might not be on Ebina's team after all.
Kiryu-san, could you talk to the captain for me? Right now, I need to go after Lonnie. If we don't act fast, she might be gone forever.
All right. We'll take this from separate angles.
If anything changes, I'll contact you right away.
Guess we've got ourselves a date with Sawashiro. Anyone lower on the totem pole won't be worth the trouble.
So, storming Seiryu HQ's on hold then?
Yeah. But first things first, we need a way to contact Sawashiro. Hey, you heard that, right? You know how to get a hold of them.
Like I'd tell you! Ha! Over my dead body!
If I were you, I'd choose my words more carefully.
Don't waste your breath on this asshole. Hey, Sawashiro may be elusive, but he's still in my town. Think I wouldn't already have his number?
You were quick, Sunny. Something wrong, Psycho?
It's just, didn't this AG guy completely pull the wool over Ichiban's eyes?
Yeah.
And now Ichiban's saying Sawashiro, of all people's, reformed. What makes him so sure? If you told me he was working for Ebina, I'd buy it. Yet somehow you believe him, don't you?
Maybe he sees something we don't. After all, isn't that one of his strengths?
How do I respond to that? That's cheating.
Well, whoever's side he's on, Sawashiro's still a key figure in all this.
True enough.
Okay then, let's get moving.
Right. When push comes to shove, you gotta keep your head up.
Kiryu-san.
Okay.
Let's do it!
Well, let's get started.
It's over!
It's not really a fair fight.
俺のこと舐めるなよ。
It's over.
I have Huh?
Not a loser. It's over. What?
I haven't
Sorry,
even
fair fight.
Bring it on. It's over.
Pretty bold of you.
Woohoo! Let's keep going. Pedal to the metal.
I see you got here quick. Should have known you two would hustle.
Yeah, what took you?
Hey, Zhao! Jungi-han!
How are you? It's been so long.
Indeed. I see you two are as lively as ever.
Well, hello there. Taichi Suzuki-san.
I've seen you two around.
He used to lead the Yokohama Liumang. And I'm sure you remember Jungi-han.
Sunny filled me in on the details, including those about your condition.
Did she? Guess that saves us some time. Who are they?
Some local detectives. I call them up every now and again to keep me informed on Ijincho's latest and greatest. They're still in the trial phase, of course.
On that note, looks like your detective doesn't recognize our man Kiryu-san.
Well, ignorance is bliss, as they say.
So that's what's up. Sawashiro's a hard man to read, I'll admit. Depending on how deep he's in with Ebina, we may want to rethink our approach.
The Seryu clan's been similarly hard to read after Takabe, the next chairman, went to prison. But hearing this puts a lot into perspective.
Yeah? How so?
It goes back to Takabe's arrest. He was suspected of handing his men illegal firearms. Apparently there was a rat, and now it's smelling more and more like Ebina.
Why?
I heard a Seryu clan informant leaked the details that led to Takabe's arrest. Now, if Ebina was truly after a second great dissolution, he wouldn't need his superior out of the picture. So at the time, we never pinned him as the traitor. However, if the dissolution is merely a ruse, and his true goal was to take the reins of the Seryu clan, then it's all but certain that Takabe's arrest is his doing.
Is it possible he wanted to split up the Yakuza, but then change his mind after swearing up himself?
Or maybe he joined the Seiryu clan intending to take over from the start. And to do that, he even sacrificed his career with the police.
Why do all that, though?
That's what I'd like to know.
Actually, if Sawashiro's always sticking around Ebina, I bet he'd have some clue.
Yeah. Assuming he's not on board with Ebina's plans like Kasuga says.
Well, Sunny already knows how to contact the guy. Let's just dial him up and see if he'll talk. Long as Ebina's not breathing down his neck.
What's up?
Sawashiro speaking.
It's Kiryu. We need to talk.
Kiryu-san.
Where are you right now? Your boss there with you?
Before we get lost in the weeds, care to tell me what this is about?
I just want to have a conversation. Somewhere Ebina isn't around.
Well, that's unfortunate. Things are rather busy on my end. As you may be aware, I've got my hands full training our men for Hawaii.
You're nothing but a talking head to those men. And your hands are full doing what exactly? Wiping Ebina's ass?
Cute. If it was Ichi who said that, I'd have slit his throat right now.
Then maybe you should say that to my face. Or are you too much of a coward?
I'm at the Seryu clan warehouse at the docks. Nanba should know how to get there.
I trust Ebina won't be there listening?
No. But it won't be a private meeting. We've got men posted up at every corner. And I doubt they'll appreciate intruders, so don't go expecting a warm welcome.
Fair enough.
Well, if you're that dead set on it, I won't bother talking you down. Best of luck.
So, how should we take that exactly? If we go see Sawashiro, we'll be facing down enemies left and right.
Yep, sure sounded like it.
If you ask me, I think Sawashiro wanted to meet us.
Yeah?
Just think about it. If he wasn't interested, he never would have given his location or the warning at the end. In fact, it's almost like he was sending an SOS.
Wait a sec. So does this mean he's actually on our side?
Well, hell, let's get our asses over to him then.
However, there's a chance we're playing right into his hand. Meaning once we set foot into that warehouse, we'll have to go through hordes of Yakuza only to find Ebina waiting.
Then how do we know whether Sawashiro's lying or not?
Only way to know for sure is to pay him a visit.
As risky as it sounds, I guess we don't have much choice.
Guess not.
Okay, then why don't I lend you a hand?
Huh?
Huh? What? I'm not invited?
No, we could use your help, if it's all right.
You think I'd rather chill here and let Sunhee hog all the fun?
No, but think about it. If you two make a big scene, it could disturb what little peace hangs in the balance.
That's why we have you to keep the scales from tipping.
You make it sound so simple.
I won't deny that we could use an extra ally. But given your position, won't it cause problems for you to start a fight with the Seryu clan?
Hey, there are problems in Ijincho as it is. And we've got the Seryu themselves to thank. And it's them who started this shit. So I say, we shove some back in their faces. Besides, if I let my position hold me back, what kind of lame-ass friend would I be? That isn't stopping you, right? Whoops. May have spoken out of turn there.
No, I think I'm the one who's guilty of that. Forgive me. I take it you're on board?
Huh, I suppose. I won't welcome him with open arms or anything, but maybe a pat on the head will do.
Sheesh. What do I gotta do to get on your good side? It's all good. Let's get out there and kick some ass together.
Hell yeah! Zhao's back to spice up the party.
At this point, we're basically unstoppable, right?
Must be nice, having all the fun to yourselves.
Got it.
No problem so far.
Namba, can you still do the back hip circle?
Huh? Why are you calling me out?
Just looking at the high bars. They say you can't do it after a certain age.
I can still do it. The giant swing, too.
You're a freak of nature, though. You belong in an acrobatics troupe.
I could still do it too. I'm pretty good at gymnastics.
Really? Can we get a demonstration?
Definitely not in this skirt.
What's this? Do I detect a harassment case?
What? No, I was just curious if she could.
I'm kidding. Just an old habit from managing personnel.
Is that what you call it?
Times we live in. It's best to consider your words before you speak.
Anyway, Namba, you never answered. Can you still back hip circle?
I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to the park alone at night and see.
Then you'd just get carted away for being a weirdo.
Oh, this world's completely inhospitable.
Kiryu-san, this for me? Quite the gesture. Yo, these frames are sweet.
How are they any different from the ones you already have?
The difference is slight. But yeah, they are the same style. I guess I like to stick to a type. I've got around 20 pairs of these same glasses back home.
You go all in, don't you? But I understand why you'd stick with what's familiar.
Right? I knew you'd get me.
Things are going well.
Thanks.
Hello?
It's Date, Kiryu. You remember the place I brought you to the other night?
Yeah, I think so.
Come by when you're free. I'm drinking all alone at the bar.
Okay. But pace yourself till I get there.
Don't keep me waiting too long then. Might overdo it.
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? Ugh, they're so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stand to lose. Thought it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Kasuga-kun.
Sorry, what was that?
Ah, nothing. Just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
All right.
Thanks. Oh, you picked a nice one. Thanks. Oi, Tim.
Think I'll enjoy this.
It's over!
I haven't even warmed up yet.
Bring it on! It's over!
I haven't even warmed up yet.
Good old photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
And you're not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more inspiration. Maybe I'd seen it all. There was this emptiness. Like I had already captured every corner of my own tiny world. But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid, you felt your world was small.
Damn. When you put it that way, it sounds like I was a real brat, huh?
Well, if you feel like you've broadened your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Things are going well.
Ordering food with touchscreens now? Text come fast.
Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, video calls were like crazy sci-fi. Now any phone can do them.
Hey, my Dreamcast did video calls decades ago.
Gamer alert.
Of course the Liamung Prince would have the fanciest toys.
They weren't that expensive.
If tech keeps advancing, think we'll get time machines?
If you could time travel, what would you do first?
Probably go back and tell myself not to eat those weeds. That week was hell on earth. Ugh, never eat what you find on the street.
Uh-huh, say no more.
Really? Time travel and that's all you'd do?
Why? What would you use it for then?
Me? I'm not really sure. Wait a second. Did I leave the gas on at home? Oh, with a time machine, I could go back and check.
That's your answer?
Couldn't you just walk home and see?
There's a pretty rad pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I stopped by. Maybe I'll go poke my head in.
I didn't realize there was a pawn shop around here.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house originally. But once it got cleaned up, turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop there.
So, the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
All right.
Giddy up.
Passing by this arcade always brings back sour memories.
Something bad happened here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plants? Guess they'll turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'll pull again, just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly from pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats. Things are going well.
UFO or... No, just a plane. Oh well.
You disappointed?
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't want to meet an alien?
You have questions for them or something?
Oh, I'd ask something like, what are you into?
Sounds like you're on a blind date.
Damn, Kiryu-san. You always know just what to say. But I guess those questions should be prepped in advance. Interstellar diplomacy, you know.
Definitely not something you'd find on my bucket list.
Ah, humor me a little. What would you ask an alien?
Me? How about, what do you do on your days off?
Guess it really is a blind date.
All right.
Ever wonder why we click the tongs together when we're picking up bread at the store?
Oh, yeah, I do that too. Must be a subconscious thing. Maybe it's because we're excited for fresh-baked bread or something.
Yeah, it's like cracking your knuckles before a fight. All part of the routine.
Ah, I get it now.
The bread thing wasn't clear enough?
There's a sharpness to your fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Oh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it?
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick reflexive movements, and as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms around screws with the noodle's delicate texture. And the snap of your wrist is key. So I guess it showed up in my fighting, too.
To think it all stems from something as wholesome as making noodles. What else is up your sleeve, Chef Zhao? Things are going well.
Might be time to buy some new threads. You mind making a stop if I see a nice place?
Not at all. You have a particular brand in mind?
It's not that I don't, but I tend to go for whatever randomly piques my interest. Kinda why I can't stand shopping online.
True. Ordering online can be a crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. I suck at it. I always end up with stuff that's not quite what I imagine. And returns are a hassle, so I'd usually give the clothes to my men.
Free clothes to sweeten the deal. Not bad, considering your fashion sense.
Not bad at all, right? Talk about employee benefits.
That's one way to put it. All right.
You ever notice, Kiryu-san, how much swag these kids' manga magazines have nowadays?
Swag?
Little bonuses, man. Microscopes, mini planetariums. Some even come with a claw machine.
Really? You can get all that in a magazine?
That's right. You build the gadgets yourself, and they're typically well designed.
Huh. That's new. When I was a kid, all we got were playing cards. Am I to take it you still read manga?
Nah. One of my regulars brought his kid in, and I noticed the little guy crafting stuff. And before I knew it, I was sitting there helping him out while the dad was munching away.
What a nice family atmosphere. Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them.
Charming Hasaku face?
What are you muttering to your phone about?
Oh, it's a crossword app. Forgot the deadline for the sweepstakes was coming up.
First magazines and newspapers. Now there are crossword apps?
They're pretty fun. Educational, too. Oh, gotta be ramen.
What's the prize if you win?
Well, let's see, a year's supply of bean sprouts.
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole year.
Yeah, no way. So if I win, I'll have to hold a bean sprout bonanza at my restaurant. And I'm sure I can rely on old Kiryu-san to help finish them off.
They have given away something more useless. All right.
You're shitting me.
Something up?
There's this wok, made by a famous craftsman that just got released today. I wanted to try it out, so I was really gunning for one. There were limited quantities, and they have all been snatched up already. Damn it.
Guess it was in high demand.
Well, yeah, they're popular. But I bet it's only sold out because of scalpers.
Scalpers?
Yeah. They buy up all the good shit, then list them for auction at sky-high prices.
I see. So they're opportunists.
Bastards aren't even gonna use what they bought. Really pisses me off. If I ever find one in person, I'm gonna deep fry their ass.
Not sure anyone wants that on the menu. Things are going well.
Giddy up.
You know, I've gotten really into green tea lately.
I enjoy a good cup of tea. And I notice a lot of desserts are green tea flavor these days.
Right? But I'm in it for the process, not so much the flavor. Somehow, I just love making it.
That's a pretty refined hobby.
Sure, it was tough starting out. My tea would be all icky and lumpy, like snot. Now I make a mean cup of matcha. Creamy, foamy goodness. You see, initially I just wanted something to go with my tea cakes. But these days, all I really care about is the arts of tea and honing my brewing technique.
Sounds like the journey replaced the destination. But isn't that how it goes? All right. Our bond's getting deeper.
They got Virtua Fighter.
You're into fighting games, Zhao?
Sure. I played the crap out of Virtua Fighter back in the day.
Yeah? Must have been a big shot at your local arcade, huh?
Not at all, honestly. I spent all my time playing it on the Dreamcast. And I got used to that controller. But arcade sticks are a whole different beast. So I always lost. I was kicking myself for not buying the arcade stick along with the game. Ever since then, you won't catch me dead without my tools and weapons. I'm so ready.
Seems life has a funny way of teaching us lessons. Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them.
Oh, hey, I need to stop off for some cleaning supplies at the drugstore.
Spring cleaning or something?
No, I own a restaurant, remember? The floor tends to get pretty slippery.
Right. Ramen shops and places like that do tend to get fairly messy.
It's actually a huge pet peeve of mine. One time I was crossing the floor, both hands gripping full plates, and I nearly ate shit. But I pulled off a triple axel and managed to save the meal by the skin of my teeth. Ever since then, it's been my mission to keep the floors of my shop squeaky. No way I'm wasting precious food over something dumb like tripping up.
Never would have guessed you'd be the one to slip up. But if it results in a cleaner floor, then I suppose all's well that ends well. Not to mention, I'd love to see you do your acrobatics in a restaurant. All right. Our bond's getting deeper. Bring it on.
What the?
I have some warmed up.
Show me what you got.
It's over. What?
It's hardly a fair fight. Hey, this truck sells vegetables.
Yeah, they do. I buy them here often, actually. Trust me, they are top-tier veggies.
So, they're fresh?
That's part of it. For example, check out the asparagus. Closed tips, all nearly identical. Or see, the daikon are hefty, but don't have too many pores. Stuff like that.
I get it. Makes sense you'd notice that as a chef.
I admit, I meticulously evaluate all my produce. But they're used to me here.
I bet any shop would feel honored to serve such a passionate customer.
That's not sarcasm, is it?
Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them.
I've got some more fight in me.
Hey, check it out. A four-leaf clover.
Oh? Nice find. Are you gonna hang on to it?
It's a nice thought. But I'll pass. Life's been good to me these days. Hanging out with pals, running my own restaurant. I feel like someone else might need these lucky leaves more than me right now.
That's very compassionate.
To tell the truth, I just don't want to get my hands dirty. They're high maintenance.
Sure, I believe you. All right. Complete.
Say, Kiryu-san, you up for a trip to the arcade?
An arcade? Sure. You have something in mind?
Not in particular. I just got the urge to play a few games with you, that's all.
Out of nowhere, huh? All right.
I could use 40 winks.
I'll show you how it's done.
You're gonna feel this one.
Stir Hill's cauldron, hot pot party. Wow! Now John, what's on the menu for tonight? Curry, omelet, pie, body counter. The demons are brewing up a hellish show. Made of hell, worthless humans cooked into a roux. Hey! Shitposters, hot takes, all you trolls. You little fish, you're all in tonight's main dish. Go! Juicy pork ribs. Satiate the beast. The flesh of the demon's brawn. Little beast. Your blood is redder than kimchi. Operate the flab around your guts. Devour it all. In the depths of your despair, the pot is dark deep in your nightmare. The demon pot is dining in hell. Party night.
Wicked jam session.
I'll show you how it's done.
You're gonna feel this one.
Yeah. DJ Kazuma in the house. On the ones and twos. This song's for anyone who's ever had their heart broken and shattered in pieces.
Living in an empty room, hanging curtains to block out the view.
Block that hateful sun.
Dishes filled to surrounds me, and I spend all of my time
Damn,
thinking
dishwasher's
of you.
broke.
Every day's an anniversary of better times we had long
When my
ago.
sink was clean.
When I imagined you could someday be by my side, walking with me through this life.
The landlord knows, but he won't help.
Some things are meant to be.
Sing it.
Love isn't destiny.
Come on.
Now dust is catching in the light of the sun, pouring past the window pane where I had watched you leave.
Oh, please, come back to me.
If only the one I could have loved.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
the only one that I love.
Real
Out of
life.
control, our hearts have plans of their own. We're walking helpless on this path.
The pain that
alone.
never
Now
stops.
that the tears have all come and gone.
Oh,
Doing
yeah.
my best to carry on.
The plates keep piling up.
If it's true that we go back around when we're done, maybe the next time I love you,
You could be the only one.
I used to worry about life. I used to worry about the world. I used to worry about my followers. I lost you. I lost myself. I bought a new dishwasher. But I don't think I got the right kind. Or my thing, anyway. I need to talk to the guy at the store again.